Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Little YDBT, not YDBT Daily, talking shit, regularly scheduled show. I used to do way back in the day. I used to be this was the original show. This was the OG time slot where I would come in at 8 o'clock on Tuesday and then just give you guys a show, hang out for a bit, and then talk some shit. And it was fun. Then I decided to expand it to a daily thing. And actually, it's worked out pretty damn well. I've actually been able to grow the channel quite a bit. Sprinkling a video here and there seems to definitely help the subscriber count. But I think this is just the format that is best for this channel. And I always want to keep the Tuesday show 8 o'clock just because that was the OG situation. So I wanted to say hi to everyone out there, and for everyone, all the well-wishers and all the people that were still commenting on the car video, the red Mustang video. The buyer seems to be legit and serious. He's going to come by Thursday with a trailer, pick it up, pay me the balance, send him on his way. So hopefully he'll be very happy with the car. And if he needs anything, I'm sure I got him. He's a local guy. He's going to be in the Orlando area. And hopefully he'll enjoy the vehicle as much as I did for the many years that I did. It's going to be sad to see it go. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to be seriously sad to see it go. All right, guys, I'm going to say hi to the people here and then go from there. My cough's a lot better. I took some Ricola, got some Ricola cough drops. And it's just when I talk a lot, which is a lot, that I start to cough, but I don't have like chest pain or anything like that. I don't have a fever. Things are really good right now. What's up, Alex? Is Diego Flores, Dustin Engler in the house, D-Rock Fox, Eliza's S550, 2000 MCR, Mike Schmidt, Denzel, Tony, Bruce Lee, JD Swag, the Mod, John Cena, the Chinese shill bitch ass, ain't the real John Cena. Andrew Martin, Omar C. I smell butthurt. OG. Second shift in the house. Jose Bustamante. Anyone ever start problems with their Gen 1? Mine turns on once and turn off all day, then go and turn. I don't know what I'm saying. Greg Watkins, PNW, Cluster BM, Trevor Griffin, Matt A, CB, Israel Rios, Wit SVT. What's up, brother? We're getting the injectors cleaned up, and I'll be giving them away sooner than later. Once Nick Santarpia gets them cleaned up, gives me the heads up, I will be giving away a set of ID 1050Xs along with a Boost 8 pump, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with the boosted pump. If you don't need it, sell it. But if you have a GT500 and you want to upgrade both, this is a nice little setup to get you on E85 ASAP. Hello, HBO pay-per-view. What a name, HBO pay-per-view. Good morning. YouTube Corrupt, the other mod, the OG mod, Morris Gallo, Greg Watkins, Jovic, HCFU, Brian Cassette, he says I gave him Rona, Kyle Wren, RJ Muchiwalis, Bondo Bird, missing all the gears all over the place, Ian Martha working at Publix, Coyote Fury, Izzy, Michael Merck, Matt Beal, The Danimal, long time since I've seen that name, Mario Locarano, happy belated birthday, sir, thank you for the 50 doll hairs. I appreciate you very much. Me la pelas, bitcho! Mucho love, 100%. Says Jose Figueroa. Obviously, I'm feeling a lot better because I'm getting back to my old self. Now, Alex, you know what's good for your cough, flu, Rona? Rest. Exactly. That's what I did most of the time. And today, Senior actually told me to take the day off. I said, fuck that. We got shit to do. I don't take days off. If I got Rona, I'm fucking working through that bitch. And if my tickets get down to 0, I sleep my ass on that fucking couch for a couple minutes. And then I get back up and keep cranking. I don't take days off. And you guys should start practicing shit like that. Because if you have a pretty easy job like I do in terms of physical, I'm not going to take a day off clacking on my computer because I got a little bit of a fucking chest cold or some shit like that. Fuck that. But I appreciate Senior giving me the day off, and I said, nah, I'm good. I'm working right through this bitch. We got shit to do. We got work to do. Okay, guys, let me ask you guys a question. If you were to guess how many electric vehicles Chevy sold Q4 of 2021, what would your guess be? Because Chevy says they're the leader in EV. If you were to take a wild guess as to how many cars, electric vehicles, Chevy sold in Q4, what would your guess be? It was, oh, fuck you, Diego Flores. Diego Flores knew right away. It's actually 26. Like, 26 electric vehicles were sold by Chevy in Q4. Elon Musk tweeted that GM has room to improve after it sold 26 electric vehicles in quarter four. All of 2021, they sold 22,056. That is just hilarious to me. Now, if you were to guess how many electric vehicles did Tesla sell in all of 2021? In all of 2021, guys, to give me a number, how many electric vehicles did Tesla sell in 2021? Go ahead. I bet you won't even come close. And don't look it up, motherfuckers. Morris Gallo says inflated number. It was a Nissan ad. It was a Nissan ad. Huh? No shit. Chevy's just straight up embarrassing. I'm waiting for them to go bankrupt. Just bankrupt. I cannot imagine you holding any kind of stock in GM and actually taking yourself seriously. 300,000, 230,000, 30,000, 200,000, 27, 150,000, 750,000, 400,000. Would you be surprised if I told you that Tesla sold 936,000 vehicles in 2021, and in Q4, 308,600 electric cars, guys? Are you fucking kidding me? And the administration has the nerve to not invite Tesla to EV summits. They say that Chevy is the leader. Meanwhile, they sold 26. Yeah, 26. But the Tesla in quarter four sold 308,938 in the whole year. Embarrassing. Just straight up embarrassing, dude. So I'm not trying to be a Tesla nut swinger, guys. What I'm saying is this. It's here. It's here. So whatever you thought the future was going to be, whenever you thought, oh, well, it's not going to take off. It's here. It's here. And they're the leader. So you have to just deal with it, right? Chevy is supposedly the leader in the U.S. Actually, what about Ford? Let's make fun of Ford. Ford EV sales 21. I bet you it's shit. How many EVs? Ford set space. How many have Ford sold? Ford total. No. Come on. Ford EV sales 2021.
It's over. It's over. Nothing is over.
Oh my God, this thing's all fucked
Nothing.
up.
You just don't turn it off.
No, it's not giving me how many EVs. No, it doesn't even say. It doesn't even fucking say. At least Chevy sold some. So that tells me it's less. That's how, oh my God. How many? No, but Mach-E's are okay. So far this year, Ford has sold 24,791 Mach-E units. Arguably the most committed legacy automaker in the EV transition. Ford Mustang Mach-E has introduced 4 variants. So at least the Mach-E GT, which I've seen a lot of. If you guys haven't noticed, if you don't get out of the house once in a while, the Mach-E, whether you like it or not, whether you care that it's a Mustang or not, it's selling. It's selling really well. And people are doing, people are driving them. They're limited, of course. And I'm sure with a software update, they can actually have more than 5 seconds of full power. Like, what a stupid setup that was, right? Like, whoever thought that was a smart idea to only give the Mach-E GT 5 seconds of full power blows my mind, because you saw that when it was racing the GT500 on one of those channels, it was way ahead of it. It was way ahead of it. And then the thing reeled it in and it was done. Imagine if it had a full 10 seconds of full power. The GT500 wouldn't have had a shot. And then that would have been really embarrassing for Ford. Like really, really, really embarrassing. But alas, what are you going to do? At least light to light, you got 5 seconds to be in front of most of those cars. And that GT500 had a set of stickier 2S's as opposed to the 4S's. So the leader in EV, Chevy, sold 26 cars. What an absolute embarrassment of a company. And I don't know why the administration touts them as badasses, because, and I know why. It's usually union related, but at the end of the day, the numbers don't fucking lie. And if someone is actually beating your dick in really hard, like Tesla is doing most other EV versus EV guys, actually forget EV versus EV. I think they're outselling cars Forget EV versus EV, just cars. They're destroying out of the competition. Late, but dropping a like, says Matt 2011 GT. I'm all fossil fuel and what have you, but I'd like to buy a Mach-E because I'm curious about the EVs. 2 weeks into the year and they already know the EV sales. Sounds like that's what they want you to know. Come on, bro. You really? You can't track? You can't track? Actually, you can't track sales for 2 weeks? A horse named Dollar. Is it that difficult to track sales for 2 weeks? Half of the Mustangs sold were Mach-E's. Yep. Yeah. And look, you guys have seen what's happening out there. The new Mustang GTs, the coupe, they're coming out with less and less horsepower. And supposedly the S650, did you see the rendering? I really hope that rendering wasn't real. I saw a rendering of the S650 and it looked like a Genesis G70. If you look at the Genesis G70 with the headlights, it reminded me of something like that. I think they have a Genesis GT G70. So when you look at that car, right, you see how the headlights are kind of split like that. There's someone at the complex that has one of these and it doesn't look terrible, but this G70 looks like this. And supposedly the S650 Mustang S650 might be similar, but I'm not 100% where I saw it. It looked terrible. But I don't trust Mustang 6G, but I thought I saw something on Facebook or somewhere where they had a similar headlight situation and it looked absolutely like shit. So I'm wondering if a regular GT is ever going to have 450 horsepower again, ever. Because you saw that the V8s are coming out with less and less horsepower. They're going to do away with the ICE engine, pretty much all of it up until next couple of years. They're going to pretty much do away with all ICE vehicles because of the government mandate, not because there's a lack of oil, because there's not a lack of oil, there's plenty, but we got to save the planet and bullshit. B. Turviati is making an EV Duracell and Plasti Dip. Twin Cold Air. Isn't Alex talking about 2021 sales, not 2022? They did say that I talked 2021 total, but then in the first 2 weeks of this year, they only sold 26, whereas Tesla sold hundreds of thousands already. Sorry I'm late. Can you repeat everything I just missed? Hey Alex, what do you recommend for a cough? I've had a cough for over a week and nothing seems to work. Honestly, with me is believe it or not tea, a lot of water. Everyone gave me every remedy on the planet. Everyone said ginger tea. Everyone said honey. Everyone said lemon. Everyone said this. And honestly, just drinking a shitload of water constantly is the only thing. Now, I hate water. Water's trash. So I have some squirt stuff, some Mio water enhancer, and I drink that shit like it's going out of style. And that's the only way I can properly hydrate, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of just regular water because it just doesn't go down well. So I just enhance it with some candy shit, and then it makes it a lot better. And I went from coughing nonstop all week to because I couldn't even hold water down. All I could do was drink orange juice. And then once I was able to get back on regular water with enhancer, man, life changed. It was really nice. You haven't seen the 650 yet? Yeah, I haven't seen the 650 yet. What's good, Alex? Been a minute since I've ever caught a live show. Nawik, suck dick. How you doing, Nawik, suck dick? Got to give props where props are due. Exactly. And that's why I think I'm going to get on the bandwagon, because now it's got to the point where the Model 3 is like the gold standard of all EVs. The S is the bigger, luxurious, nicer car, but the Model 3 to me is the gold standard, the mid vehicle, and also the Model Y, which are their best, most refined vehicles in my opinion at the moment. And the one I want the most is the Model 3 Performance. And if I can get my hands on that, right, let's say red car sells, bye-bye. Truck might sell, depending on if Jake is actually going to put a turbo kit in that thing. It looks like he's not. And if we have we talked, and I thought we were square, and then we talk again, and it sounds like we're not square. So I want to get clarity on homeboy, and then if I could get rid of the truck, I will absolutely buy a Model 3 Performance red with the black wheels. That's all I want. I don't want it. I don't need anything super duper fancy. But yeah, it's not cheap. It's over $60,000, and I understand that. But I'd love to get rid of 2 vehicles and get one and be a happy cat for a long time. Alex, have you ever heard about the LA Speed story? I'm sure Senior would love that if you haven't heard of it. Yeah, of course. Everyone that's a pilot or into the Blackbird, the SR-71, they've heard about the LA Speed story. Drink some ginger tea, Beecho. Fuck that. I tried that. I almost died. Spring water is better than purified. Here we go. Everyone that knows everything about everything. Do you not drink water on a regular basis? As a gym bro, I figured you'd get 64 ounces a day. Fuck no. Fuck no, because I feel bloated. I feel bloated when I drink that much water, YouTube. A lot of people are always like, you got to drink a lot of water when you go to the gym. No, you don't. You don't need to constantly suck in water all the fucking time at the gym. Go to the gym, get your workout in, sweat, then drink water afterwards. These guys that carry around a gallon of water, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're trying to become some kind of bodybuilder, fucking queer? No, dude, I just want to get my workout in and leave. I don't need a gallon of water, a jug of water everywhere I go, constantly sipping. No, I'm not a psychopath. Why not buy a Y so you can still tow, assuming you'd still be able to tow? I'm not looking to tow anything, to be honest with you. The GT500, that is the weird one, right? That is the weird one. I might fucking need the truck at the end of the day. But Jake's got a truck, so I could just borrow his shit. And you can't tow a lot with the Model Y. Get it, Alex, and make content. The bitches will watch. Quit messing around and jump into that Viper you've been dreaming about. It's $100,000, actually more. You guys have told me that the rare Vipers have become $200,000 vehicles. Viper is out of my price range. It's ridiculously out of my price range. I'd rather jump into a Cobra, meaning a backdraft Cobra, but that's over $100,000 also. Oh, man. Alex replacing red car with the red Tesla. No. That's a huge step up, because if I get a Tesla to keep the payment in the 500 range, I'd have to put like 15 or 20,000 down. That's a little silly. So I'd have to sell the truck and have, be heavy fluid, heavy on cash to be able to just plop down a good chunk of change and keep the payment something manageable. Can you explain why unions suck? Well, I'm not going to say why they all suck. They don't. I'm not going to say unions suck in general. In my experience, every single time I've heard about a union striking, it's for selfish reasons. Never once have I seen a union go and strike because they felt that workplace conditions weren't proper, because they felt like they were being hosed on stuff that they were promised. No, every single time a union went on strike is when they had a brand new contract come up. And when the new management did not agree to their terms, meaning egregious terms, ridiculous terms, Monsanto, Solutia, places like that, operators were getting paid $120,000 a year to sit on their fat fucking asses and maintain some of the plants. And I, as a contractor, would go in there and actually do the work for them, because those guys don't do their own work. And then every single year or every couple of years when their contract would come up, they would have a strike. Even if the terms were agreeable, they just had a strike for the sake of having a strike, just to strong arm the company to give into their demands. That's not the function of a union, in my opinion. Okay, the function of a union is to have worker rights, worker protection, making sure that they're not being mistreated, making sure that they're being paid properly, not to take advantage and gouge the shit out of the company every single time there's a contract that comes up. But in every single case that I have seen shit go downhill in Massachusetts, where I grew up, it was always the union asking for way more and striking and pretty much bringing the company to its knees and giving into their demands. And I'm like, one of these days, they're going to bust this fucking union. And I think they did. If I'm not mistaken, a couple of the companies up by me, where I used to live, busted a couple of unions. And bye-bye. That's what you get for striking all the fucking time, assholes. You lost your whole fucking job. Unions do suck, Scott Miller. Sorry. Yo, what's up, Alex? And get Gap, happy Tuesday. The union bichos are chiflados. Say what you want. I love my union wage. Oh, right. You love your union wage, but are you worth that? Are you worth that? Horse named Dollar? Are you worth what you're getting paid by the union? Probably not. Probably not. Because just because it's a union job, you're probably overpaid because it's a union job. But that job, you and I both know some dude off the street could probably do for $10 less an hour. And the company would be super profitable then. No, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm going to get mine. Fuck, we're going to strike. And you're a fucking fuck you. I hate unions, bro. I work in a refinery and there hasn't been a strike, I don't think, ever in our refinery. No, that's different. I don't think that. I mean, that means a union's happy, right? If there's a union's happy, work's happy, no problem, right? But the unions, like in these chemical plants and all this other bullshit, they love to strike for the sake of striking. Mike's Garage in the house. That's Pat the One's brother. Look at Exxon in Beaumont. They've been locked out since April. Exxon will break USW. There you go. That's what you get. They fucked around and found out. Michael Merck, what do you do? Yeah, years ago, unions were necessary, but companies can't get away with crap like they did before. Exactly. Like OSHA violations, making people get up on precarious places and threatening their job. Like those days are over, guys. So the original intent for unions to come in, it's gone. It's gone. Now there's other methods of ensuring that the employee is protected, and the unions are less and less powerful or even necessary, but for whatever reason, they still have a stronghold on certain places. If Texas had unions, our economy would fail. Exactly. A bit of a lazy bitch. Oh, hey, Wonder Bread in Sacramento closed up when the workers asked for too much. Hundreds of jobs gone, says Chevrolet Lifestyle. Derek Barron production. What's good, Alex? How's everything? What's good? He got himself a Cobra. Boy, Derek, you're gonna find out what a piece of shit that is. I love you. The moment I saw you get rid of a Fox body for a Fox body, I went, and I love you, and I hope your channel grows, and I hope you make a bunch of money, but that Cobra is a fucking turd. Not just that Cobra, every Cobra. You're going to go, damn, it rattles just like the fucking Fox body. It's going to have a whole host of issues. It tunes like to tune that car, you have to like remove half your brain. And I saw you had a Whipple 2.3 on it with a twin 60 throttle body. And I'm like, oh man, I love you, Derek. I hope you have, I hope you don't have issues with it, but we all know how Cobras tend to be. No matter the mileage, no matter anything, they're just rattle boxes that suck. Love you though. After union reps, which mafia are they representing? Okay. Nice man to, what the fuck? Derek's in the chat. Yeah, Derek's good people. He's here once in a while. He checks in. If he's not, doing Twitch shit or shooting monsters or fucking, I don't know what the fuck he does half of the time on his live streams. I'm in it for the long run, baby. Okay. You better be. Poor car. I mean, look, if I had a Coyote in it, I'd be like, all right, cool, badass. But look, I know that most of the really fast ones, they use Holly. The way you know that they run Holly is because they take forever to start. And also, the best, leaving the line lock activated and trying to start it in the water box is usually the best look ever for Cobra owners. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Timothy Fush says Texas still has unions, just very scarce these days. Derek got it tuned at Flim Flam in Richmond. Okay. I want to go on strike because me and my girl's job are enforcing a vax mandate or test every week starting in February. Even though Supreme Court hasn't passed the mandate yet, I'm so done with this shit. You can't strike. You can't. You either lose your job or you test. Why not just test, Rican? Rican 5-0, why not just test? If testing is one of the requirements, I'd rather do that than actually get vaxxed. In it for the stop it, Brian Cassette, stop it. 30 years in my union with 3 strikes because they want to decrease the benefits to my family. I'll be retired by 55. I'm 50 now. No reason to try and shame me for providing. I'm sorry. What are they taking away? Tell me what benefits they're taking away. if you've been there 30 years, 30 years, 30 years, you couldn't have gotten your own raise by going to another gig. You stayed at the same mommy, like Mother Mobile. When Mobile would take care of people that worked at Mobile, it was like this big, mommy thing. 30 years at one job? Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. 30 years in one job? I would absolutely blow my fucking head off if I was at one job for 30 years. That means you don't like to progress, or you're afraid to progress. You just like being taken care of and hand-fed shit, right? Because you're used to it. You sit down. Your job is probably pretty cush. You probably don't work really hard. Because if you did, you probably wouldn't be working there. You probably sit on your butt and push buttons every day. 30 years, if in 5 years I see that it's stagnant and I'm not happy, I get another job. I get another job and I progress. And I make, when I was a millwright, I hated it. And so I said, let me progress into something else. Now I ended up making 2 times the money, and I sit on my ass and I fucking do this at home. And I got my own raise. People that stay at a job for 30 years have zero ambition. You're not that happy? Zero ambition. Why don't you just move on and progress and get yourself another job elsewhere? That's what everyone else does. Not many places hold on to employees for 30 years. Oh my God, 30 years. Pfft, that's ridiculous. That's such a ridiculous amount of time to be at a company. And then they're like, I'm just trying to provide for my family. No, you're lazy and you don't have any ambition. Sorry. Rican, Amazon has them online. Okay. At this point, you're not lucky to find either. Alex, will the red car fuel system support 14 to 18 PSI single or twin turbo? Yeah, I think so. It made 921 horsepower with a TVS. So yeah, I think it'll make it no problem. Derek has cool cars, but getting a Termi, he went backwards. I agree. I really like Derek. I just think a Terminator is not the right car if you want to be known on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, to me, it's not the right car because it's such a, I don't know, Cobra guys are fucking all gay, right? So the moment you make a mod that you don't like, they're going to just get on your ass. It's not an impressive vehicle. It's limited. Just the computer, guys know the computer. The computer, you know how limited that sucker is to the point of not being able to rev. So let's say Derek wants to put the 85 in it. Well, he's got to put a fuel system in it. Then he's got to, and then he's going to come to a conclusion, come to a point where he can only rev to about 6,000 RPMs or like he said they have cams in that car supposedly. So he's going to come to the conclusion that I can't rev this car any higher because it doesn't process properly because of the stock computer. The stock AMZ2 computer on the Cobra is super limited. So what a lot of people do is they go Holly. So now he's kind of stuck. He's like, I can't really do much with a stock computer. I can't really rev it up too high. It kind of is what it is. So you're going to have to dump $4,000 into a Holly system and then have it tuned. And it's just like, dude, no offense. It's just, to me, Cobras are cool if you want to keep them stock. Like, they're cool if you want to keep them stock. I work in explosive detection. Best job ever. Just me and my dog. Hey, Miguel, thanks for the money. Jesus, you don't need to give me $100 to tell me that. Working from home is an absolute game changer. Vibration analysis from home. Poof. And you know what? The funny thing is about vibration analysis, people, all they have to do is study graphs. Or at least they can tell if it's a bearing failure based on the graph. They can tell if it's a shaft rubbing. They can tell if it's a drive shaft, a bearing, a carrier bearing, or something stuck in the volute or the impeller of a pump based on just the graph. It's really neat to see how they work. Yeah, but you change careers altogether. Not everyone can do that or have the knowledge to do so. Those who stay in the same field get shafted. Big companies will pay you as little as possible. Then get your own fucking money. I would never work in a company for, let's say, for instance, after 10 years, right? You're maxed out. You're maxed out. You're not going to get any more money except for overtime. And that's the game you play, the overtime game, or the hazard pay, or the holiday pay. Fuck that. I want to get paid more money as base pay. So I will just go get my own raise. If tuning goes away, which it might based on the EPA stuff, I have to then pivot at a later age into my 40s, and I'm not afraid to go get my own money that way. And I'm a dumbass, okay? I'm just a harder worker than most. I am not the smartest guy on the planet, but I'm ambitious and I'm a harder worker than anyone else. So I will get my money that way. So for someone to be at a company that long, it tells me they're not ambitious, right? It's just plain and simple. They're not that ambitious. They're comfortable. I need that work from home 6 figures gig. Tired of these damn airplanes. Mustang Lifestyle says explosive detection with a dog sounds badass. My girl is an expert at vibration analysis. Says Nawid Sadiq. I'm 27 and training to be a service commercial commercial appliances. There's guys at my previous position that have been doing it for 20 plus years. Crazy. No excuses. Everyone can move. Exactly. I just think people get in a place of being comfortable. And I couldn't think of a worse existence as going into the same building, same shift, 7 to 4:30 or 2 to 10, and doing the same bullshit job, and then having the balls and nerve to complain about benefits that the company's trying to take away from you. Motherfucker, they've been giving you free money for fucking 20, 30 years. You're just sitting there on your ass. Stop it. Alex, today is Carol blow Corvettes off in the weeds day. Really? Well, look at you, Mr. I don't know.
Great enthusiasm. We were blowing the Corvettes off in the weeds.
I don't know that that's true because I don't follow. I'm not a psycho. I'm not one of those guys that like celebrates his birthday. Sup, supporting the channel with COVID money, says Darrell Washington. U.S. Environmental Protection Agency says if you aren't making more money every year, you're doing it wrong. Exactly. If every year there was 1 year I worked for my as a millwright, and the thing is I was a millwright, but I was a millwright for a small company. So my job was basically to do what big company jobs would pay people, but I would do it for a discounted rate because I worked for this small outfit. So I'd go in there and I'd do work that would normally make a millwright 40, 50 bucks an hour, and I'd be doing it for like 25, 30. And 1 year, I remember, I think I made $60,000, and then the next year I made 55. And I went, no, this is not right. This is no. And that's when I really started looking around as to what my options were. And then I wasn't going to ask for a raise. I never asked for a raise because I thought to myself, I'm going to see what he values me at. And if he doesn't value me highly, then I'll just move on somewhere else. When I put in my notice, he was actually surprised. He was like, wait a minute, why are you putting in my notice? I said, I'm making less money with you year to year. So I don't see this going anywhere. I'm getting older. We're doing harder and harder work for less money and harsher conditions. And you're not really putting a high value on me. So I'm going to move on and go somewhere else. And you know what he said? He said, okay, fine. Because he was like, I'll just get a younger dude, pay a younger dude $40,000 a year, which is good for the younger dude. And he can just train him and do the same thing. So I knew right then and there, I wasn't going to be in there long term. And then I got out of there. I suffered for 2 years just trying to get my bearings. But once I got my shit straight, things were good. But that happened only, okay, so I was doing really well money-wise when I worked for London Racing the first time. That went away. Then I worked for VMP. I made no fucking money. Get this straight. When I worked for VMP, I made no fucking money. Homeboy didn't pay shit. So I was like, no, I got to get out of here too. I was there for 2 years making my moves. And once I was able to establish myself and become like a cornerstone of that whole thing, basically I was the shit there. That's when I said, all right, I'm out of there, and built myself up, got me a job again with Lund Racing, and things are good. I recommend cybersecurity as a career. 200,000 is not out of the question. Oof, really, Mike's Garage? You know what? I'm gonna have to start looking into that. Do I need some kind of certifications or schooling? I'm sure there's a lot of shit I got to learn once it comes to cybersecurity. I'm sure you have to, like you're saying, like managing servers and shit like that, just making sure that not managing servers. My ex used to do virtualize physical servers all the time, and then she wasn't in charge of cybersecurity though. She was just in charge of storage for the heavy lift Stallion helicopters for a company. What to do? Sounding better, Alex? Yes, thank you very much. I'm feeling better. Alex, I'm an A, so don't beat me up. Too bad, but I'm trying to upgrade my suspension on my 19. What do you think? The vertical links alone will help my 64, or do I need the cradle lockouts as well? Get the Steeda Stop the Hop kit. I'll be honest with you, that's probably the best kit out there. The cradle lockouts and BMR stuff, no. Just the Stop the Hop kit from Steeda has been the best thing. That's what the red car has. The red car has a Stop the Hop kit, and it's been awesome. Now, the white car has N-Links and iBox Pro Kit, and it's pretty damn good, but it does need some kind of stabilizing force on the IRS, but I'm not looking to drag race that car, so I want to keep it as soft as possible. Just get a certification is all you need. Certification. Interesting. Pat the One says, Alex, cybersecurity is a college degree and certs. Okay, I get that. Interesting. I mean, I'm never told to go back to college. If I was to ever go, like when I was younger, I wouldn't even think of going to college. But the older you get, the more wisdom you acquire, the more you want to learn. And college is a viable thing. Like I'm not afraid of going back to college at 40 something if I could see a $200,000 a year future in a job field that will always be available, like cybersecurity. That sounds awesome. Owner operator 260 to 300 a year. Yeah, but you're working though. You're working. I do network and application security. Lots of money. Check out GIAC certs from SANS or SANS. Okay, will do. My unit is very good at renegotiating our contract. On average, bring home pay goes up a couple dollars every year. Okay, that a couple dollars. Okay, then that's pretty good. Then that union's doing right by you. Low horsepower GT500 says, yo, Alex, is there normally a spacer under the slave cylinder in ONI GT500? No idea. Just bought a used trans and there was a spacer under the slave about a quarter inch. Oh, yeah, I think so. I'm not 100%, but I think they do. So when you move on from tuning, the plan B becomes plan A. What's your next backup plan B? That's the new one, right? If plan B, this becomes plan A, and I start pumping out a lot more videos and start doing videos and live streams, and I'm able to average $7,000 to $10,000 a month, that could be a nice gig, but I would never count on it because someone else has your monetary control, or someone else has control of your income, which is YouTube. So you then have to be beholden to that. But if I am making $10,000 a month on YouTube and tuning goes away, I wouldn't quit tuning to do YouTube stuff. The only way I would is if my channel exploded tomorrow and I somehow got 300,000 new subs, which is not going to happen. But if I was able to average $7,000 to $10,000 a month on YouTube, that becomes plan A. And then plan B, I'd have to think of something. I'd have to think of a merch, because you guys want merch. I can think of a lot of things to do, especially if I had time. If I had a bunch of time and all I had to worry about was making content, merch, and just stuff for the fans, I think I can pretty much make a career out of this. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Angel Puerto Rico back in the house. How you doing, sir? You'll be talking to all the college girls. You'll be taking all the college girls down. I'm back to college to meet young putis. Alex, come to be a cop. Everyone loves us. No. Love ya. I am not going to become a cop. Nope. I see how hard it is. You give me a gun and the guy calls me a pig. Pow, fuck you. I'm good. I'm not the one to be trusted with a gun. What about learning standalone tuning? You can do that all online. I don't think I'd want to do that either, because standalone tuners travel a lot. Their life isn't glamorous. You know what I mean? Second Shift Racing says, is it better to get paid more for a shit job or paid less for a job you enjoy? I'd rather get paid more for a shit job. Money. I don't care how much you love your job. If you can't pay rent with love, you got to pay rent with money. Dude, you definitely can. I know what he's talking about. Lives, content, merch, and brand deals. Yeah, exactly. And I think I could do it, but I have a full-time gig, so I can't just sit there and try to branch out with merch and stuff like that, because I have a full-time job that takes up about 9 hours to 10 hours a day. Now, if I didn't have that, oh yeah, that's all I'd be concentrating on, is just killing it on this shit. Alex, you do not get a college degree and make 200. 80 to 100 out of college is feasible in IT info security. No, I said in the future. Pat the One. Like if I have a future of potentially, like my ex made $120,000 a year And she was a dumbass. And I'm like, how the hell? Like she just stumbled upon this shit. And I was just like, wow, like she actually made good money. And she wasn't that knowledgeable in her field. Like she Googled half of the things she did, which makes me laugh because I think most people Google half of the shit they need to do when they have a problem to fix. They don't just know, or they don't fall back on their college degree. Do you know what I am saying? Alex, do you eat chips? I work for Frito. I can send you any flavor, cookies or whatever. Jesus Christ. Yeah, send me chips. Send me a variety pack to power by the hour. Who cares? Just send me a whole bunch of shit. I'll eat it. My backup is to connect with Coca-Cola to join the family business down in Sinaloa. When he said he was in Sinaloa, I'm like, oh, you're good. You're good. I'm good. Actually, look, I have a couple of backups. I mean, I could work for Jake, but honestly, I don't want to work for Jake. Once you cross that line from friends to coworkers, I think it ruins something. And I would never want to lose him as a friend or have anything get in the way of our friendship. So I don't think I could work for him that way. What's the other one? 4.6, Chris. My back. Oh, I already got that. Mike's car is running great. Thanks for asking. Send me chips. Bro. Alex on a diet. I am kind of on a diet. I mean, I lost 10 pounds in a couple of days, but that's from being sick. What if YouTube could replace the money you make now? You were talking about making that jump to the next level. Would that be worth it to you? No, Derek. I make 6 figures at Lund Racing. Sorry. YouTube cannot make 6 figures for me. I'd have to make 6 figures and then some on top of that. I have the ability to make 6 figures at Lund Racing. So I am not gonna just quit a job, especially one that's, and the thing is, guys, that's salary. You don't realize the investment, the 401ks, the term life insurance, the dental, the health, the profit sharing plan. Like that's worth way more than 6 figures to me. So in order for me to give that up, YouTube would have to provide almost another $200,000 worth of shit for me to be able to say, okay, cool, I'll give it up. But I don't have that many subscribers and I don't have that many people that follow my shit. Look, for example, I ask people to like this show, like a simple thing to like the show. There's 324 people watching and you can see how many likes there are. So, those are the type of people that say, oh, we support you, Alex. We got you, man. Whatever you want to do. And then when I actually jump out and branch out and take a leap of faith, the same people that don't even like your shit won't even watch your shit. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Unless you become a total fuckboy and all you do is like destroy cars for a living or do clickbaity shit. And I'm sorry, I'm just not built for that kind of content, to be honest with you. Ivan Ojeda said, or Ivan, what's your thoughts on this YouTubers where all the cars and trucks are giveaways? Do you think it's all a scam? Just wondering. Yeah, of course it's all a scam. Of course. Ask why do you have to buy something to give something away? To enter? To enter? Why not just pick a random guy out of your audience and give him a car? If it's truly a giveaway, why don't you just pick a rando out of your subscriber list, just point your finger and go, okay, this guy gets a car. Why does it always have to be where you go to a website, you buy a t-shirt, you buy a hat, you buy merch, and then what does the guy do? He keeps promoting, and by the time he has accumulated $27,000 to $30,000, which is about what the car costs, then they give the car away. I mean, have you seen any of these giveaways actually? Like, who is it that actually gave? I'm trying to think. Can you guys name any YouTuber that actually gave a car away to somebody? Like, gave a car away. Mustang lifestyle. Why? Derek, when are you coming to Orlando again? Pedro Parra says, Alex has a lockdown with the live streams. That dating channel, YOLO's Conspiracies. Yeah, I have the other channel. I don't give that much content to recently because I've been away and sick. But the dating channel actually generates over $500 a month. And I give that minimal effort. If I gave that 3 to 5 videos a week, live streams and videos, and just sprinkled in life experiences and dating stories, that channel can make $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and pretty quickly. And the subscriber count has a higher potential for growth on that channel because it's so general. It's not just car specific stuff. Mr. Beast. Okay, yeah, that guy gives shit away. That guy has an insane amount of subscribers. Good for him. He is at another level though. Yeah, that's like, according to him, he's not like a billionaire yet. He goes, I put everything all back into my channels. Like, in order for him to make a video, he puts hundreds of thousands of dollars into a video. And then for it to make, for it to get 40 something million views and then some. Kyle Wren says, I just found out that it's just a 6 lets you enter for free if you send a postcard that says giveaway entry on it. Okay, that's good. That's really good to hear. I've been thinking about this exact question, Alex. Do you think they rake in money for the car and then use the giveaway as a tax write-off? I don't know. But to me, that's not a giveaway. A giveaway, you shouldn't have to enter. You shouldn't have to enter. I know everyone that's a subscriber on this channel. I can go to my shit and check who the subscribers are. And I have premium members. And if I was going to give something away, it'd be to the premium members. And I have a list of them. And the premium membership actually adds to the revenue stream per month. And it's a good solid $1,500 to $2,000 a month just on that alone. Because I think I have over like 200 guys. Dating channel is legit. Streaming in members is a hit. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, streaming in members, I think, kind of changed everything because we can get your like life experiences and life stories if someone has questions. We were talking to a guy, Tyler Hornsby, I think his name is, in Lake Worth, and we were talking about him getting getting engaged to a girl when the relationship was ending. And we're like, no, you never get engaged. It saved the relationship. And then we started noticing his house was labeled. It said love in the window. It said family. And I'm like, she did that, right? He's like, yep. I'm like, get that shit out of there. Because when you bring a chick over the house and it says love on your fucking window, she's going to go, this is the ex's shit. People are baffled when I say I didn't spend a dime to get the 1650s. I point them your way and way considering that they are tuned by the other guys. Exactly. What do you mean someone just gave you 1650s without signing up for something? Yes. And I'm going to give away 1050s for no reason without you entering a goddamn thing. Just have a funny comment and good to go. Drew Gooden gave a Tesla and covered the tax. Very nice. Does he have over 1 million subscribers? I would do that if I had like big money. If I had big money, if I had 1 million plus subscribers, because if you have like 1 million subscribers and people are watching your videos that often, you're probably making close to 1 million a year when it's all said and done. So if I could do that, yeah, I'd give a lot of shit away, to be honest with you. Tyler Hornsby, yes. Yeah, we're talking about Tyler. I also had people say it was a scam because why would someone give something away for free? Did they see the show? Did they actually see the show where I gave it away and said, here you go, and then you received it? And the Instagram post of you getting it, nothing was, I didn't have to have them do anything. I give stuff away all the time. I gave away a crank support from MFP, which is like a $1,500 value. I think I've given away, what else have I given away? I've given away cam chain guides. I've given away a bunch of car parts just in general. Right. And then now injectors are a big thing. So, and that was thanks to FIC. FIC received my 1650s and they were fucking jacked up. And they said, nah, we're not going to give them your old 1650s. We're going to give them a set of new ones. And I was like, woo. I mean, shout out to them. Second shift, how can I get a shirt to support you guys? Says David Godinez. Downhill Daddy says, giveaway is a new word for raffle. Exactly. And don't forget about the Blumpkin story from Leave It to Beaner. I don't believe that one. I love Leave It to Beaner. I love Leave It to Beaner. I don't believe he got his dick sucked while he was taking a shit. There's no way. Cletus just did it with a Viper truck. Oof. Why would you? I'd give away a Viper truck. They're awful. Like drop bitch up. I missed that Bumble swipe on that dating channel, Alex. Leslie, I can't get it anymore. I can't get it. I tried to get the account back. I cannot get the account back. Giveaway is the new word for raffle. Got that. You've given away many cookies, which I need to try. Yes, giving away cookies also. So apparently, did you guys see that? Oh my God, cookies, like their number one selling cookie is the YDBT cookie, which is hilarious as fuck. It's the most denser. My girlfriend took a bite of that cookie. She goes, it's too much cookie. It's just way too much. It's too dense. And I'm like, did it taste bad? She goes, no, it tasted wonderful. She's 105 pounds. She goes, it's too much cookie. And I'm like, well, it's thick like me. Do you know what I'm saying? Just curious, can I or should I swap a Gen 3 Illuminator short block on a Gen 1 with stock heads and timing components? I'm not sure about Gen 1 heads. I'm not sure. Gen 2 heads, I know that you can use a Predator gasket, but I'm not sure that Gen 1 heads, I can't see why not. Someone says start a new Bumble account. Can't. I tried. Dude, I tried. It's with your phone number. So it knows your phone number. What am I going to get, a whole new phone number just to start a fucking Bumble account? Get the fuck out of here. I got me a YDBT cookie, says Nick S. Too much bingo, Alex. What's up, Alex? I have an 03 Mach 1 and I love it. Tell me what's wrong with me. Come on. It's a Mach 1, man. Why do you love that thing? Why do you love 305 horsepower? Altimas have that right now. Front wheel drive, grocery getter Altimas are going to gap the shit out of that car bad. I already got that. I think Street Speed 717 did the numbers breakdown on a Hellcat giveaway a couple of years ago. Profit on the deal was near $100,000 when it was all said and done. Cletus gave away dirt. No, he that's the thing, right? I think he has to give away a Viper truck in order to get the stench of him selling dirt to you guys, because you guys bought it. Hinge is another dating site for 30 and up. No, thank you. Look, SVT Snake, about the last thing I'm going to do after having a girlfriend is join dating sites just so you guys can see swipes. I'm good. I'll pass on that one. Need a firm to Oh my God cook. Boy, you guys want me to like set up a Bumble account in the worst way. Guys, it's over. It's over. Bumble's over. I'm not going to do any Bumble swipes. It's over. It's over. I'm going to move on to bigger and better things. I guess someone complained about you making fun of them to Bumble. Maybe because, look, I literally cannot get on, and I tried to hit up their customer service line, all this bullshit, cannot get back on. So I'm done. You gave away an SET rat also. I did? Did I give away an SET X4, a dead rat? Boy, I must have. The Pasty Narwhal says, hey, Alex, I'm trying to improve my driver skill to handle higher horsepower cars. Currently have a 98 tube since I was a teenager. 24 now. Looking at a 13 Boss 302 and an 0809 GT500. Any tips to get used to higher horsepower cars? Honestly, the Pasty Narwhal, it's just driving them a lot, but not like ragging them out a lot. There's a big difference. I think there's a good idea of driving them, getting used to them, not going watt every 2 seconds. And then after you've kind of gotten comfortable with how the car handles, and maybe you've driven it in the rain and you can kind of predict some of the slip that it'll do, how the axle actually moves when it's, loses a little traction, then you can maybe go ahead and try some spirited driving in wide open areas. But I definitely don't want you getting in a Boss or two and immediately romping on it, thinking that you're going to be okay. That's how Mustang drivers end up in ditches. That's how they end up at leaving cars in coffee and causing issues and becoming a meme. The biggest thing is get used to that car. Get used to that car. Drive it a very long time, especially in the wet weather, because it'll become something that you need to predict where the axle is going to go based on what. Especially if you have traction control enabled. Sometimes it'll spin, catch, and then it'll go the other way. If you have it totally disabled, in my opinion, that's better, because you can actually feather the throttle and actually steer the car with the pedal, if you know what I'm talking about. Michael Nunn says, Alex, you want me to set up your laptop tomorrow? I'm going into the office. I'll let you test drive it for a week. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, Michael Nunn, I have to do a lot of things to that thing before I actually can use it properly. I have to install all my software, OBS, all of the fucking the Stream Deck stuff. It's going to take me a week, a bunch of time that I already don't have to set up a second laptop. So if you want to let me test drive it for a week, I don't mind doing that, but I probably won't even have it set up for a week. You know what I mean? And I know that the price that you gave out was very reasonable, and it seems to be a badass laptop based on the specs, but I can't give you any feedback for a very long time because I'm a very busy guy. I'm a very busy guy with 2 jobs, live streams, and all the other shit I got going on. It'll take me a little while to get everything set up properly. Alex, would you buy a Terminator for $28,000? No, I wouldn't buy a Terminator for $10,000. If someone says, Alex, I'm going to give you a mint Terminator for $10,000, I don't care. No, I'd rather keep the $10,000 in the bank. I don't need a Terminator. I know everything about them, and I don't like it. I just don't like the vehicle. What is it? What is it safe to rev a stock Gen 2 motor to? Ported 350 Manny, 87mm throttle body installed. 7800, 7900 seems to be okay. I wouldn't go much past that because then you're just going to float valves and it's not going to do a goddamn thing but just rev. And then you're going to go ram into a traffic jam, kill 4 people, and get 110 years. Jesus Christ, DSM Fury. Michael Nunn will install a keylogger and see if all the keys. Yeah, that's the other thing, man. You never know. But like, I want to trust my audience, but I know you guys are probably fucking assholes. And you would like have the camera on so that I'm jerking off doing work. I'm just sitting there fucking jerking off my dick. And people are just, oh, look, I logged into Alex's computer and I'm seeing him jerk his dick off. It's pretty fat. Wow, it's really fat. Wow, it's really fucking fat. MT82 Man Pedal says, LOL, Texas doesn't have unions, but what they do have is some of the most unskilled workers that produce some of the worst craftsmanship you've ever seen. Hear, hear. I worked there I worked at a Caterpillar plant. I worked at a refinery, not a refinery, a foundry. And then I worked at Lansdowne Moody, which is a piece of shit Kubota dealership place. I couldn't believe how retarded the workers were. Retarded. Like some of the most retarded people I've ever met in my life. What are your thoughts on Scotty Kilmer's YouTube approach? Don't even know who the fuck that is. Wide audience discussing all cars. No idea. Look, I am not an all cars guy. And I don't claim to be an all cars guy. I only know Mustang specific stuff. I barely know F-150 stuff. I don't care about the Crown Vic. I hate the Cobra. So if anything, I'm just like a Mustang bro. If I wanted to branch out and know more about other cars, I would have to probably fucking deal with Nissan guys and RB26 bullshit and 240SX fucking homos and Honda fucking queers. No, thank you. I really don't want to talk to the, what's going on, man? Hey, man, you know, the K series. Shut the fuck. No, thank you. I just can't. I can't deal. And I understand that limits my audience, but I'm happy to do it because I know something about the subject matter, especially the Coyote stuff based on my tuning experience. Yeah, I'm not a loser. I have no interest in Alex's business. Just want to help him out. He's been tuning my car for years. Oh, really, Michael Nunn? Okay. Like, hook a brother up. We'll see what we can do. And I'll try to get everything set up quickly because I want to get off of the work laptop because it's taking up valuable resources and you can tell it bogs down once in a while. And I want to just have a completely different laptop or desktop in order to have my show on. Then I can just carry it with me, go somewhere, set it up easily, and be a happy cat. Is that really the old dude that has no idea what the fuck he's talking about? Is that the old dude that has no idea what he's talking about? Says Chase M. Keylogger, just slip in and bash bunny. Alex, correct. The laptop builder, previous owner, will retain administrative rights. Great. Why do people have the nerve to bring in other channels or other people's names? Look, that's okay. Mike's Garage is good people. I don't have an issue with him. Can you explain rev hang, please? So rev hang is basically to make it go into the next gear easier. Right? So if let's say you rev your car, put in first gear, you clutch in, and the car goes, and then you put it in second, and it goes, it makes it easier to put it into the next gear. And some people disable it because they want the needle to come down real fast. So the car goes, but what happens when you put it into the next gear, if you don't go fast enough, it'll clunk into the next gear. So it's called manual shift assist. It's shift assist. So it's assisting you in shifting and making the gear transition smoother. Scotty Kilmer is weird, coked out white guy working on cars. Not my cup of tea. Feels like it's steered more toward people who don't know anything about cars. Now I got to look him up. Scotty Kilmer. Let's look him up. Scotty Kilmer. Let me see who the fuck that. I can't even spell his name. Oh, this guy? Oh no, fuck that guy, bro. Fuck that guy forever. This fucking weirdo? This motherfucker this guy looks like a fucking pedophile. Nah, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in the asshole. Yeah, no. This guy's fucking weird. This guy's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, he's he talks about a little bit of everything. This guy's a fucking weirdo. This guy's the kind of guy that walks around the playground and just stares at kids and tries to offer them candy. No, I'm good. I'll pass on him. Thank you very much. You will not catch me watching him. Look, if I'm going to watch somebody, they have to be some kind of like they can't look creepy. You can't look creepy if you're any person. Look, because we're visual creatures. I see this motherfucker, and what's the first thing I think of? Pedophile. About the last thing I want to do is hear what his thoughts about cars. Don't ever buy this. Blah, 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 blah. No, thank you. That guy is literally a pedophile looking motherfucker. Channel support, bitch. I'll says Too Sick Coyote. Alex for the Rotary. You've definitely seen this, man. Yeah, that guy looks like a fucking pedo. I'm good. Laptops don't get updates correctly. Oh my God, here we go. Will Ford make another good car? Who knows, Ian Martha? Yeah, that guy looks retarded. I mean, let me see. Let's look him up. What's his name? Scotty Kilmer. Let's see what a badass channel he's got going on. Let me see. Sorry if the stream slows down because using OBS, so it's taking up like 100% computer capacity. Scotty Kilmer. Let's see the he's got 4.7 million subscribers. 4.7 million subscribers. And he looks like he I bet he sounds like a pedo too, right? Let's see.
Rev up your engine!
Oh! Suck my dick! Oh my God, your intro.
We're gonna do a little comparison. The brand
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. How do you have 4.7 million? Good for you. Hey. Good for you. I appreciate you I appreciate you your effort and support. You look fucking weird, son. You look weird. With 4.7 million subscribers, you would think, I don't know, you could look like less of a creep. Man, look at this guy.
new 2021. Are they making them the same? Are they making them worse than they?
Oh my God, no way. I'm done. Bye-bye. See ya. Guys, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Could you imagine? Could you imagine not waiting? Could you imagine, like, I can't wait to see the next Scotty video. Fucking nuts. Guy looks fucking weird. He's married. What the fuck does that mean? I can't imagine what his wife looks like. No offense. Probably a nice lady. Sean Penn from Carlito's Way. Scotty's cool, says Mustang Lifestyle. Scotty Kilmer has a GT500. Okay. I mean, he's got 4 million subscribers. He better have a GT500. Scott Kilmer, what's to tune my kid? Jesus. Like, if that's what it takes for someone to make, I don't know, a high subscriber count looking like a fucking weirdo like that, I'll pass on that one. So does that mean there's no chance you'll interview Scotty in the future? Yeah, no chance I'll interview Scotty in the future because I'm going to ask him like bro questions. The guys that I'm going to interview soon, I got David Clunkerton lined up, used to work for Vengeance Racing, and I want to get finally someone of authority to debunk a lot of the LSLT bullshit that I see you fucking weirdos talk. And David Clunkerton is the guy. He has the chops, the experience, and the background. And that's the guy I want to talk to. I also want to talk to Ben Stoner. I'm going to do an hour interview with each. And then I'm going to try to get Brian Luna. I'm going to use StreamYard for that, record it, so then I can edit it and get you interview style stuff. I'm going to try to get David Clunkerton interview done this week. And if he has the time. And then I can start doing doing the other interviews with Ben Stoner and Brian Luna and all those guys. And I'd like to bring you a couple of interviews a week, if possible, standalone videos, just interviewing people of the car industry specifically. Staying Mode's father, Brent Binder Chiropractic. Yes, that's the guy to watch. Dude looks like he snorts a mountain of coke from Scarface before every video. Careful, Alex. He seems to be the type to strike your channel for bullying. No, I just simply stated the fact that you look like a pedo. I'm sorry. Not my problem. You look like a pedo. 100% looks and sounds like he wants you to see Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement. Stang Mode interview. No, he'll never get it. I'm never going to interview Stang Mode. What the fuck's he going to say? What the fuck's he going to add to my channel? What insightful, unbelievable, smart things are going to come out of his mouth? Come on, get the fuck out of here. Scott Kilmer was a mechanic on mainstream TV. Mechanic and independent business owner from the 1950s. Well, I don't know how the fuck he got 4.7 million subscribers, but that 2 seconds of that video made me just want to turn it off so fast. Ben Stoner, not Stiller. I didn't say Stiller. I said Stoner. Maybe you need to listen. Make sure Brian doesn't say the N-word too. Yeah, it'll be pre-recorded, so I will definitely not do anything live. You should do an interview with Mustang Lifestyles. Interview that dude in blue. Yeah, hey, dude in blue. So that time that you thought it was a good idea to put a video of you getting cheated on by your girlfriend, what the fuck were you thinking? You fucking dumbass. What the fuck were you thinking? That's some cuck ass beta simp energy you were pushing out there, dude. Did you think that was going to be a good look? Did you think that was a fucking smart thing to do, dumbass? Oh my God. You never put your relationship situations on camera. You keep that shit personal. How to blow up a GT500. Stang Shades. Mustang Lifestyles mom. Wow, Jesus. Relax. What is wrong with you guys? Gotta go to the bar, look like a douchebag on my phone. Gotta go at the bar, look like a douchebag on my phone. You're good, Michael Nunn. They don't care. Most people are on the fucking phone anyway at the bar. Stang Mode will teach you what not to do on YouTube. Stang Mode will say, it blew up my motor trans. That's it. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Wesley Evans interview. Wesley Evans, the thing is with Wesley, I could probably interview him, but I need him to be serious, because not that he's not serious, but he loves to talk a little shit, and I need him to be just like a regular dude. I want to talk to him about how he, how long has he built the car, what the car started out as. But the problem is, I think someone like that, it needs to be more like an in-person vibe thing than an impersonal, online interview type situation, because there's a vibe you got to pick up with a person like him, What? No fucking way. What's happening, Derek? What's Derek Barron saying about what? No fucking way. Didn't you say he was crying or something because he walked in on his girlfriend with Tyrone? Yeah, Tyrone or Chad. Yeah, he put out a video. If you guys didn't know this, Dude in Blue put out a video way back in the day of him supposedly saying that he went to like visit his girlfriend, got her flowers, and found her with another dude. And I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Alex interview with Justin from American Muscle. That's a good one. Fuck. That's a good one. Interview with Women Driven. Oof. If I can get an interview with Women Driven, that would be amazing. So let me ask you, was it real difficult to fit the 21 millimeter up your twat, or was it pretty easy work? Because it looked pretty like light work, you know what I mean? And it was chrome. And I noticed that it wasn't snap-on. It was like chrome vanadium stuff, like, junk Harbor Freight stuff. Oh, shit. Do a Jonathan Harder interview. The one with Justin from American Muscle probably would do really well. But I don't know what he is able to say, because when you start talking to Justin from American Muscle, on a personal level, the guy's legit. The guy's super legit. He talks his shit, walks the walk. He ain't about that. He don't give a fuck. He talks his shit, but he has to represent American Muscle. So I'm not going to get him in trouble, but I'd love to interview him like, hey man, you're looking fine as fuck. How the fuck did a good looking guy like you get a job at American Muscle being like their spokesperson? Because that's like a dream gig. Andre from High Performance Academy. Stop it. Interview her beaver smells. Oh, fuck. Shit. Ask her OnlyFans page. I think she's a blower. Miss Midnight Maverick interview. No, she seems like a nice lady, but that she's not. What am I going to talk to her about? Hey, hi, Miss Maverick. You're a very attractive lady who has a great butt. How'd you get that butt? Like, fun. It's disrespectful. Two, what am I going to interview her about? You know, no offense. Pittsburgh Wrench Cup, right? Like, ask her if a 28 millimeter. Hey, you know what I would ask Women Driven if I was interviewed her? Hey, remember when you were pulling your engine from your GT350 and you ripped the harness right off the motherfucker? Like, you forgot to disconnect like the O2 sensors, you forgot to disconnect like a bunch of shit, and you just ripped that motherfucker right off. How did that go about, honey? I mean, were you okay leaving that in the video? That wasn't a big deal. It was cool. It's cool. Okay, got it. Just making sure. Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Bill be okay. I don't think he's willing to go in on some of the topics I want to talk about. Like, if I was to talk to Bill from CJ Pony Parts, because I don't even know if he's married or not, I'm going to say, hey, Bill, how many Mustang groupies can you fuck? Like, look, I was able to fuck some Mustang groupies. So if I was able to fuck some Mustang groupies, I can't imagine Bill from CJ not being able to fuck some Mustang groupies. You know, I'd be talking about like sex shit all the time. And I don't think he'd be willing to talk about that because he works for CJ. So he can't go out there and say, well, yeah, I fuck like every time I go to Mustang Week. I get a nice little flare up of my herps. Oh, shit, I'd love to do that. Bill is married. That don't matter. Aldo's good. You need to kind of keep his attention, and I think that's like an in-person thing. Lady T Johnson, Andrew Sheridan. I just remember when I had my GT350 and one of the American Muscle videos, Alex comments just ragging out. Fuck. Interview PFI speed on the EPA findings. Nah, they got enough. They got enough push on that. I don't need to have him on the show because I'm gonna be genuine. I don't know shit about Hondas, and I'm not gonna go in on the whole EPA thing with someone that got hit. We got hit, so there's nothing I'm gonna learn from them. No offense. Then we already know the shit that's going on, you know. So we're just gonna hear. I want to hear like specifics, but he already laid it all out there, and he has a lot of the industry behind him. So there's no reason to rehash the same stuff over and over. And be back before the road in no time. They would probably want to list the questions beforehand. Alex, interview Joel Zolper, legit racer, owns a shop and garage squad, down to earth and knows racing. Nice. ×2 on the Beefcake interview. That dude from American Muscle. Yes, Daniel. Justin will be good from American Muscle. I got to make a list. Let's make a list. Okay, so let's make a list real quick, guys. Okay, so we need... this is something else. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so Justin from American Muscle. Justin from American Muscle. Women Driven. I'll ask. Spence Stoner. Wesley Evans. David Clunkerton. Brian Luna. Junior, senior, they're always available too. And then we'll see. Manuel Gomez, I don't think I can get on. Again, that's another thing that needs to be like in person. Like he is like an in-person interview, and I don't think he'd be available, number one, for an hour over the internet and have his 100% focus. So I probably wouldn't interview him. Doug DeMuro, he's got bigger fish to fry. I'm a nobody, so he wouldn't even accept my request. JD Swag Ken Block. Whistling Diesel probably is another guy that would not even bother with my shit, but it'd be cool if he did, but I doubt if he would ever, but you know, it never hurts to ask. He seems to be a super smart dude because he makes his money by destroying shit, and he does a very entertaining job at it, but he's probably too busy to fuck around with just some other YouTuber like me. Because he's going to be like, oh, this guy wants to jump on my clout bandwagon. And I'm like, okay, sorry, I just want to interview people. That's all I want to do. Coyote Car Guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Coyote Car Guy. I could probably interview him. David Van Voorst. I don't know him that well, and I don't even know where to start on him. Guys, when I want to interview people, I want to interview people that are like influential in the Mustang game. Not saying that guy isn't, but I would rather have like big names, or people like in the LS world, like David Cluckerton, that can debunk some of the bullshit that LS guys say all the time. Who's Joe Rohan? Speed Addict 731, 20 Full Bolt On, Joel Steele, Jeremy Howell, Jonathan Atkins, Granis. Oh my God. I'd love to talk to Joel Steele and Granis on a three-way. I'd love to say, okay, guys, there's obviously some beef here. We need to clarify what's going on with the pro mod and who did this and who did that and that. But I don't think they're looking to do that. I'd rather just do that separately. But someone like Joel Steele, I don't know enough about him on a personal level, but I could probably stretch it out for an hour, get his background, get his, because he seems to be pretty good with just communicating. You know, you could tell that he just answers directly. And then I can get into the beef controversy, and people like Granis and stuff, they're not looking to talk to me. But if I can put myself in a position that I can become an interviewer as a live stream and a live streamer at the same time, oh, that would be a real nice time. Alexis Texas from PH, don't know who that is. The red stick shift car guy, sorry, I can't remember his name. Joel Steele, says Chase M. I don't care what the interview would be about. I don't know if he'd even do it. Evolution performance. What the fuck am I talk to Fred about? So Fred, where'd you get the wheels for that GT5? If I was to talk to Fred from Evolution, I go, hey Fred, see those wheels on your gray GT500? Where'd they come from? That is such an inside joke. That is so inside baseball. No one gets it. And you know who the only people that get it is Junior, Senior, and Brandon and Dakota. That's it. Keith Ray. Yeah, Keith Ray would be a good interview too. That's true. Keith Ray would be a good interview. We'll ask him if he likes chai lattes. Oh, I love you. I love you, Keith. Stop it. Someone said Rob Toonmaker, Shoemaker. Yeah, me and him are not talking anytime soon. Alex, on the Nelk Boys podcast with Bob Menry would be wild. Hey, Alex, honest question. So don't flame me. Why not go with a Holly EFI for the Fairmont with a Stix Windsor on the Fairmont over a carb? Because I want to try the carb game. I want to try it again because the carb game has progressed quite a bit. But don't get me wrong. I would never at least consider a standalone. But for now, I think a regular big old 1050 CFM carburetor on a 700 horsepower 351 based 420 something would be pretty desirable. Elon Musk. That's the other thing, right? Elon Musk, for being so busy, is always doing interviews and with like weird outfits like Babylon Bee and shit like that. He's on Joe Rogan all the time. And I think Joe Rogan is the worst person to interview Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is, not to say Joe Rogan's a bad interviewer, he's excellent, he's wonderful, but Elon Musk is at another level of thought process, and you could tell that it's painful to watch, because it's like Elon Musk is saying one thing and he speaks a lot in metaphor, and Joe Rogan is probably taking him literally, and it's not working. And every single time I've seen those interviews, I kind of go, I wish somebody else that speaks Elon's language would interview him. Not me. I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm a fucking idiot. But Elon Musk does. Even the Babylon Bee guys were like trying to be funny and cute, and Elon was like trying to be serious in some of the answers, and it was kind of like cringy to watch at times. Race Proven Motorsports to discuss anything LSLT. You both have similar personalities. How dare you? How dare you, Corvette C6Z06? I'm way fucking funnier than anyone at Race Proven Motors. What's the beef with Rob? Are you fucking insane? Are you fucking insane, Marco Balla? Have you not been fucking paying attention to this fucking channel? Are you fucking insane? Oh my God, get the fuck out of here. I just figured with you being a tuner, you would want to see the data adjust based off what you see. I do, Cassius R. If you have a wideband on a car and you adjust the idle air mixture screw and the jetting, and you can see what it does wide open throttle, as long as you have air fuel data and you know what the spark is, you're seeing the data. You don't need to see constant graphs all the time if you know what you're doing. What about Mike Murillo? You can talk Fox bodies. Nah, Mike Murillo, I wouldn't even know what to talk to him about. He's a racer at another level, and then I wouldn't even know what to talk to him about. When you buy the Tesla, are you going to keep the white car stock? White car stock? the white car supercharged, Matt, Twin Live GT. Elon has to get baked to come down to Joe Rogan's level. I get it. Alex, do you think you could interview Elon and be able to decipher his way of talking to make it easier for us peasants to understand his way of thinking? I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't mean to say like I'm like this, communications guru. I get where his brain coming from. I understand what his brain is doing when he talks. I go, oh yeah, I talk that way because I also speak in like metaphor. I also speak in like hieroglyphics. I lay out an example based on what I want to convey in terms of information, and he does that a lot. Like he says that humans are a cyborg, basically, or we're the human bootloader for AI. And people are like, what the fuck does that mean? And I'm like, well, think about it. Well, think about what he's saying. He's basically saying we are the thing that's going to make AI possible. We are a human bootloader. And then when he talks about us being cyborgs, well, we are. We're constantly walking around with a fucking phone. We're full of information. We're constantly looking at things. We're interfacing with the internet and digital media all the time. And we have access to everything on the planet via the phone. So when people go, what do you mean we're a human cyborg? I'm like, I know exactly what he means because I'm a huge sci-fi fan. So now I know exactly what he means when he says those things. Okay. If I ever got Farm Truck and Asian to interview, I would say, okay, guys, who fucks who? Because I know y'all fuck each other. So don't tell me you don't fuck each other. Does Asian fuck Farm Truck? Does Farm Truck fuck Asian? Or are you ambidextrous? Do y'all fuck each other and scissor your shit together? That would be the number one question. RTFLETT24, whatever the fuck that means. Became a bitch level member. Thank you very much. Interview tall guy car reviews. In all seriousness, are you still on speaking terms with Justin from VMP? I'm not on speaking terms, but I wouldn't do business with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Alex, you could probably beat down Asian. Why would I beat him up? I have no reason to beat him up. Strategic thinkers understand Elon. I like his thought process. Exactly. He puts a visual out there for you to understand. And if you don't understand how he speaks, and if you're not a fan of sci-fi, and he's a huge fan of Spaceballs, the movie, then you're not going to get where he's coming from. They dock. Oh, who's the uncut one there? Interview Scarlett and ask what's her relationship like with her father. Go to an Elon's rockets. Did you see what they built, dude? They built the claw. The fucking SpaceX built a claw crane thing that picks up the rocket. It goes like this. Picks up the rocket, puts it here, it builds it. And then when the bitch takes off, it catches the rocket. I can't wait to see that shit in action. They are Brokeback Mountain boys. My interview vote goes to June. Alfredo Diaz says Farm Truck is a power bottom. Coin flips with Valley Racing. Spaceballs is one of the best movies. Haha. Alex Baldwin. Tesla should make a phone so I have a battery that can actually last, says Wade SVT. They're supposedly making a Pi phone, which is kind of a funny name, making fun of the iPhone, but they're calling it the Pi phone because of math and, genius shit. Steve Gellis, since he's at Lethal now. Ooh. Oh. Ooh-wee. Man, he don't want me to interview him. Ooh, I got so much good. Hey, Steve. You don't want none of these problems. My bad. How about, are you planning to keep the white car and use it as is for the blue car, and the blue car for racing? Yep. If the blue car can get back to where it should be running, which is low 8s, sure. But if not, that bitch can go too. Or I'd probably put a stick back in it. Let's say if it runs an 8.1, but I'm bored with it, I'd throw a stick in it for sure and see if I can go sub 850 with a stick. But that's big money and a bunch of broken parts. Interview with Justin Whipple. Why would I interview him? What am I going to talk about? Hey, man, how you doing? So how is it that you got 30 weeks back ordered on your product? Like, how did that happen? Well, supply chain issues and this and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And, Rotary from China. Blah. Oh, fuck. Wait, he's at Lethal now? I guess he's at Lethal. I'm just like, whatever, man. He's been everywhere. He's been to UPR. Fuck. No one has gotten around more than Steve Gals. He was at Hypermotive. He was at BBR. He was at UPR. He was at Long Tube Headers. And now he's supposedly a Lethal. I like the idea of interviewing an EPA agent. The Alex Experience show where all bets are off. Real questions, awkward answers. Yeah, look, if you're going to get interviewed by me, you're going to get some straight ass questions asked. And if you're not down with that, don't answer it. Simple. Just say no comment, no answer, and I'll just move on from it. But I'm going to ask those questions. Like I would ask Steve Gales, is there a lot of cheese in your... Yeah, hey, let me know if there's a lot of cheese at that place. Oh, he's going to be like, why would there be a lot of cheese there? I'm like, I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Just relax. Alex, interview that guy with the rear wheel drive Fusion. Oh, fuck. What's his name? He just got married to, or he got engaged a couple months ago to his long-term girlfriend, who she seems down for the cause. She's nice. Seems like the nicest lady ever. How much is that markup on the Chinese parts? Interview the CEO of GM for that awkward EV truck reveal. Know of any Ford engineers? Ask what they are doing. Nah, they won't talk to you. They won't talk to you like you really want to be, you really want to talk some shit. They won't talk to you. They're protecting their necks, and it's very political. If you talk to a Ford engineer, you can't even mention certain things, and they start huffing and puffing. Like I had a Ford engineer tell me to my fucking face, right to my eyeballs, that the next big thing is going to be the Iron Coyote block. And I looked at him and I'm like, are you fucking insane, dude? No one uses iron for fucking race cars anymore, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Everyone uses aluminum. And he's like, oh no, but this thing can hold 2,000. No one gives a fuck, dude. It's iron. And he looked at me like I was psycho. And I was just like, bro, watch. Sure enough, 3 or 4 years later, that bitch is a dud. No one's buying a fucking Iron Coyote block. Stupid. Steve got a lot of ambition. Interview woman driven, handed a 21mm wrench with a bow on it. Matt Sopa, that's it. Lives here in Arizona. That is his name, Matt Sopa. Spelled shit wrong. Matt Farah. Matt Farah is another guy that is not on my wavelength. The guy's a loaded multimillionaire, has an insanely huge garage in California, I think it is. And he's at another level, and he wants to talk like Porsche. He wants to say Porsche all the time. And he's not my kind of guy. I don't want to talk car shit like that. I want to talk shit. And he's just not the kind of guy I want to interview. And I'm a nobody in his eyes. So, but if he wants to come on the show, talk some shit, yeah, why the fuck not? Who the hell is Rob Dam? People keep saying Rob Dam. Who the fuck is Rob Dam? Let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to interview him. He's that guy that has rotary engines that do flame shit, but they don't run a fucking number, right? I got 1 million subscribers. He's that guy with the rotaries, flames.
The U.S. Air Force is warning more than one.
They don't run worth a dick. So, seems like a nice guy, though. Congrats on your channel. What am I going to talk to him about? Hey, let me ask you a question. How's it feel to build a 4-rotor thing that spits flames on the dyno but gets its ass beat by everything? Fuck you, man. We need to find another K to complete the KKK. It's very good. Tim Allen. He is from Carmel, New York. I met him. He from Money. Neo Mustangs interview. Who's from Money? The Rob Dam guy? Is he? Does he come from Money? I don't know him from a hole in the wall. I just remember seeing, I think, the unicorn and him race, and I was like, that thing just got fucking ass raped, like really fucking bad. He builds rotaries and sell people used oil with aluminum shavings. What? Stop it, Alfredo Diaz. Stop it. June is the guy from the Valley with the 2 high power clip. We could ask questions about the Valley cut. Yeah, June. Yeah, but June probably says the N-word every other word. You heard him.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
Hey, June, what happened that day that you were trying to defend Cuban versus the other guy that came up to you?
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
And then after that, he said, "What's up? You want to squabble?" And he used the N-word. Like, and it wasn't really that, like, it wasn't a hard R, but it was close. I was like, ooh. And DJ must have been like, there, like, yo, man, you say that shit the wrong way, man. I'm going to hit you with my Moen faucets. You know what I'm saying? I got money. I hit you with my Moen faucets, son. So you not be saying the hard R. You better say the GA. You can't be using the hard R because I'm right here. And I got money. DJ's the guy I want to interview. That's the guy I want to interview because that guy's he can go 0 to 100 real quick. Community cuz is the Rob Dam of homelessness. Okay, it's just a 6 interview. Ask him why he went from Lund to VMP back to Lund. Oh, we know why. We don't even need to ask him that question. Can we spell Cletus with a K? No, I don't mind him. Look, that guy's a good guy. He just, his channel just fascinates me. It just fascinates me. He called it Hoonicorn Blood, used oil with class and metal in it. Okay. Sorry, Matt Farah is from money. He got a Corvette for his 18th birthday. Okay. I mean, yeah, he comes from money, so I can't relate to the dude. I thought it was a no hard R LOL. Sorry, Steve Celine. Right. Steve Celine would be a good interview. Like, why in the fuck did you use wood screws on Fox bodies? Why did you use wood screws to hold down your body kits on Celine's or Salines, Fox body Celine's? JD should give you a Pagri tutorial to cover your bald spot. New York AH, Gravity. Gravity? Oh, Gravity. What am I going to talk about Gravity with? June's whole interview would get clipped for offensive language. Interview ex-professional boxers would love that. Oh, stop it. I'm just going to, hey, Mike Tyson, you want to come on my 50,000 subscriber YouTube that no one watches? Gravity, he'll make you flip for the interview. What camera do you film your videos with? Not the live streams. Phone. My cell phone. Nice and easy. I should get nice equipment, but until I see a need for it, I'm good. OnlyFans gets to see 32 millimeter wrench. All right, guys, I'm out of here. An hour and 31 minutes in. I appreciate the people that came in and said hello and the people that actually gave to the show. The what do you call them? The people that gave money. Those people. I can't even see it. How come it doesn't save it? Look at what it does here. It used to save all of them before, but now it doesn't save them anymore. So I don't know what's going on. But I want to thank everyone that donated today and asked some questions. And we have some interview ideas. So I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that I'd love to interview, but I'll see if I can get it happening. I don't think Whistling Diesel will ever happen. If it does happen, I'd be amazed by that. But David Clunkerton is definitely going to happen. And Justin from American Muscle, I think can happen. Wesley and Ben Stoner, I think can happen. But I don't think Women Driven can happen at all. Super chats. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Non-peasants. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk some more shit about whatever pops up. And then we'll just get after and keep the live streams going to keep you guys entertained throughout the work week. The least I could do for you guys supporting my silly little channel here. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. YDBT Dailies. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you then. Dating channel stuff. I'll try to get something in during the week, guys. Trying to, make the schedule proper, but at least 2 shows a week, at least 2 to 3 shows a week is the goal. So I'll do my best to get you a couple of shows this week. All right, guys. See you later. See you tomorrow.